Hi, this is Masenya of Masenya Attorneys Incorporated, a law firm based in Centurion, Republic of South Africa. We boast 24 years of legal practice in the areas of commercial and tax laws. My professional team and I have over the years proved great success in assisting numerous clients with a myriad of commercial and tax matters involving millions of rands. We are skilled, experienced, qualified, and have the capacity to assist you. Email us at clients@cntlaw.co.za or call us 011-318-6592 or 084-383-7747. All consultations are strictly by appointment.
Hello, my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, Yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here on my channel and Solomon's Temple. Good afternoon, good evening to some of you, and good morning to some of you. It's 1:06 p.m. here in Johannesburg, South Africa, where I'm from. It's a sunny day today, and I hope that you're having a blessed day. Before I start, I would want to bring something up, and I had no choice but to bring it up, and it had to do with a long-running legal case that I had with a guy called Alf Lukau. Alf Lukau is a false prophet. He's a charlatan. I feel his teachings and biblical teachings are very deceptive and lies to people. So he is the one who sent me. About 3 years ago, I went to prison. But after I came out of prison, he insisted I pay his legal fee, which is totaling about 350,000. I'd raised about 300,000 through the help from you guys, wanting the cost to come down, like maybe that for me to be able to pay. It didn't come down. They actually wanted to increase it to over 400,000. So we've been in court for a long time. And finally, last Friday, I was given 1 week to pay 350,000. Now I have 250,000 sitting, but I need 100,000 to complete it. I was left with no option but to come here and share with you guys in case any of you want to help. This is a case I've been going on since 2017 when I started exposing him. If you don't know who Alf Lukau is, this is who Alf Lukau is. You remember Alf Lukau, the charlatan, who claimed to have, in quote, helped a man resurrect a man who was dead and being carried in an ambulance to Zimbabwe. They passed through the church and they said they brought out the coffin. He was in the coffin and they prayed for him and then he resurrected. Remember these photos? So this is the man who actually told somebody that he's going to make sure I go to jail and he's going to make sure he punished me. This is a charlatan, and I would say he's a charlatan, and I'll repeat, he's a charlatan, a false prophet of note. I messed up his business in a lot of ways through some of the information that I gave here, so he wasn't happy about it. So this is the letter I received. As you can see, the cost is there, 350,687 rand, 27 cents. And he said, I have 7 days from the days I received it. That is the 31st of January, if you can see the date there. And the thing here they said is, Should payment not be made as aforesaid, we hold instruction to proceed with the necessary warrant of execution for the recovery of the tax cost due to our client. That means they're going to come to my house and take everything that I have. That's the nature of the evil man that we are dealing with. I'm laughing because for me, money is not, if it was $1 million, I had $1 million, I'll give it to him. But there's going to be consequences for that. And I feel sorry for him in as much as it's an evil. Do I hate him? I don't hate him. So I would like to call on you guys in case you want to help in any way. This is the last batch now. We've finally gotten there where it has to come to a conclusion. Money is not, for me, money is, if I had the money for speaking the truth and being punished to give money, I wouldn't have a problem with that as long as the truth is out there. The truth of Jesus is out there. So if you want to help, please do so via PayPal if you're interested. Any amount will go a long way in helping. If you are in Nigeria, you can do so through this account. And if you're in South Africa, you can also do so via this account. I just want to be able to, between now and Friday, to see what God is able to do. I've also spoken to a few pastors who was really supportive of what I do. They also want to help. Some people would say, oh, well, that's what you get, Solomon, for speaking out against it. Guys, when God calls you to speak and declare the truth, it comes with a cost. Not just financial cost. I've been through a lot. I've been to prison. My family has been harassed so many times. My wife, my children, death threats. It's not fun. But nobody can stop the truth. So I call on you guys, if you are interested. Somebody here is asking, do I have Cash App? I don't have Cash App, but you know, if there's a way that if you want to look at it, and I'm not sure how it works in this part of the world, but we can look at another option. PayPal is the one option. So I call on you to please reach out, and whatever way you can help, according to how the Lord leads you, please go ahead and do so. I thank you, and may the Lord bless you. I want to talk about some crisis that is happening at the International House of Prayer. Now, the International House of Prayer was created from a place of prophecy by a guy called Mike Bickle in Kansas City. It became a movement and a revival for so many different churches. Actually, from the International House of Prayer was birthed Bethel Music. Bethel Music is an offspring of the International House of Prayer. It was a global movement. Many people went there, and many people were blessed, and so many things happened. But behind the scene, the founder of the International House of Prayer, Mike Bickle, unknowingly to a lot of people, he was abusing women, spiritually abusing them, sexually abusing them, cases of rape, cases of authority, using authority against them. So this is him here. And women started speaking lately. So the International House of Prayer, Kansas City, found out Mike Bickle sexually abused 17 women. Investigation finds 17 women. How are we sure it's just 17 women out of that? Right? He goes on to say, Mike Bickle, founder of the International House of Prayer, Kansas City, groomed and sexually abused 17 women, some of whom were minors. So some of them were teenagers. According to an independent investigation released yesterday, in some cases, the abuse constituted rape, the investigation found. He was very influential with churches across the globe, from a place of prayer, from a place of prophecy, and women started speaking out. And that has been going on for so many years. Unfortunately, a lot of the leaders in the church, when they hear about it, they actually silence the women. They oppress them, persecute them not to speak, threaten them not to speak. This is the church we're talking about, a place of prayer. And he was forced to resign in 2023. Didn't take complete responsibility for it. But now an independent investigation was carried out. And this is the result of it. Guys, there are so many things going on in our churches. If you're a pastor or a leader, you know you've had a past of really abusing women and grooming women and all that kind of. This is the day to stop, because if you don't stop, there's going to be a lot of crisis. If you're somebody who have been groomed or sexually abused in the church, reach out to somebody to get help. Even if that had happened 5 years ago or 7 years ago, reach out and get some therapy, some counseling. You can reach out to me and I will help you whatever part of the world you are, help you to get some sort of counseling. We are crying for a church that is without blemish. We are crying for a church that represents the body of Christ. We're crying for a church that is holy, a church that is righteous. That's the kind of church we're crying for. I'm not saying the church is perfect. No, the church is not perfect. But when we do make mistakes, when we do err, we can rise up and take responsibility for it, not to cover up sin. The Bible says, if you cover your sin, you shall not prosper. But if you confess your sin, the Lord will forgive you and cleanse you from all your iniquities. One of the things that is keeping leaders from arising to be what God has called them to do is private sin, secret sin, unconfessed sin. And they stay in it for years and for years and for years. There's evil happening in the church. We're talking about the International, House of Prayer, guys. If I'm not sure you know the International House of Prayer. It's been a big movement. Since the 90s, it's been a big, big movement. It's time to arise. Each and every one of you, you and I, we have a role to play. We have a role to play in the state of the holiness of the church. We have a role to play in individual holiness. This is the time to arise. Because if we don't, a church without holiness, a people without holiness are weak people. So weak that Satan can come and do whatever he wants to do with them. I pray that the Lord would raise people who would really pursue after holiness and righteousness. That's the most important thing. And I thank all of you guys. Again, if you want to help, I have about a couple of days, 5 days to raise 100,000 rand to complete and pay for what the court said is legal cost to this charlatan, this false prophet called Alf Lukau, who a few years ago was involved in this whole drama. So please, if you're interested in helping out, please do so via PayPal, solomontalks@yahoo.com. If you're in Nigeria, or if you are in South Africa. Guys, I want to thank all of you guys for all that you're doing. Thank you for your support. And may we continue to follow Jesus, the only example that we have. God bless. I'll see you again soon.